Welcome to this month's market update for October of 2022. We'll be talking about whether or not it's a good time to buy a home and the equity in your house. We'll be going through interest rates, what next year looks like for the housing market, as well as equity in your home, which might be kind of surprising, so stick around to the end for that. I put together these videos so if someone comes to you and says they're looking to buy or sell their house, that I can be a trusted resource, not only in the field, but also with the data, as I'm inundated on a daily basis with emails and videos talking about the real estate market and what to expect. The news is going to provide as much doom and gloom as possible because that's how they get viewers. Hopefully, I am providing the facts as they are and not trying to put a positive or negative spin. Let's talk about interest rates. So interest rates are kind of gloomy as they are approaching 7%, more than double from where the year started. So interest rates are tied to inflation. Since inflation is high, interest rates are high. The federal government is trying to slow down the economy in order to slow down inflation, and that has worked clearly in the housing market. In addition, if the government announces that we are in a recession, historically interest rates have gone down. We don't know when interest rates are going to go down, but not likely until next year. So many people that are buying right now are just expecting to refinance within the next 1 to 2 years. They're looking at ARM loans or 2-1 buy downs. So there are options where you can get into a loan well under the 7% threshold that we're seeing right now. So what about waiting? What about waiting till next year when the interest rates go down? Well, this is our slow time of year, November, December, and January. So typically, if you buy now, you're going to get a better deal on that house. If we wait until interest rates get better, all these pent-up buyers are going to be in the market with you, and you're probably going to be in the spring, a busier time of year. So just something to consider between waiting to buy and purchasing now. Let's talk about what economists are predicting in terms of equity for 2023. An average yearly equity is around 4%. Obviously, we've blown those numbers away these last few years. Next year, they are expecting the year to either be flat to about 2% equity, and then there's a graph below that will show future years going back up again to more normal paces. Again, waiting till next year, once the economic uncertainty kind of goes away and people are more confident in the economy, we expect a frenzy of buyers out there. So it may make more sense, especially if you're a picky buyer, to consider buying even with the high interest rates and just know that you will refinance at some point, likely late 2023. Let's talk about the positive news of equity. So chief economist for National Association of Realtors says this: despite weaker sales, bidding wars remain strong because of limited inventory. More than a quarter of homes on the market are selling above list price. The current lack of supply underscores the vast contrast with the previous market downturn from 2008 to 2010, when inventory levels were 4 times higher than they are today. So we're not looking at a 2008 to 2010, again, because we are still in a supply issue. Loan-to-value ratio is sitting at 29%, meaning, if you go in and put 20% down on your house, usually you have 20% equity. This is an average, knowing that some people put down a lot less than 20%. So the average is 29.5, the lowest since 1983. Also, equity. So the average throughout the nation for 2022, if you've owned your home for 2 years, is $320,000 in equity. So especially if you're a cash buyer or can cash out and have enough cash, or you're downsizing and can buy with that equity, you're in a great position because housing prices are kind of remaining flat. You can probably get a good deal through the end of this year and not have to worry about the interest rates. But that's probably not the case for most of us. So if you are looking to buy a house, especially with rental rates being so high and volatile, consider buying now with a loan program where you can refinance over the next 1 to 5 years.